the story of the cave long ago. Before the time we know, 3 men from among the righteous were traveling through a remote mountain path. As evening approached and the skies turned gray, they sought shelter in a nearby cave to rest for the night. But as soon as they entered, a mighty boulder rolled down from the mountain and sealed the entrance behind them, trapping them inside, cutting off light, hope, and any possible escape. Panic began to swell in their hearts. No man outside could hear them. No tool could move the stone. Then one of them spoke. "Nothing will save us from this rock except turning to Allah with the sincerest of our deeds. So let each of us invoke him with a good deed we know we did purely for his sake." The first man, he stepped forward in the darkness, his voice trembling yet sincere. "O Allah, I had elderly parents, and I never gave precedence to my wife, my children, or even my own desires before them. Each night I would bring them milk and they would drink before anyone else in my house. One night I returned home late and found them both asleep. I did not wake them out of respect, nor did I feed my children before them. I stood beside their bed, holding the milk, waiting for them to awaken, even as my children cried from hunger at my feet. Only when they awoke at dawn did I offer them their drink. O Allah, if I did that for your sake alone, then relieve us from this calamity." The rock shifted slightly. A faint beam of hope crept into the cave, but it was not yet enough to escape. The second man, he took a deep breath and recalled his own test of character. "O Allah, I once loved a woman with all my heart, a cousin of mine, and I desired her as no man ever desired a woman. I tried to seduce her, but she always refused. Then a time came when she was desperate for money, and she came to me for help. I offered her 120 dinars, but only if she gave herself to me. In her desperation, she agreed. As I approached her and sat between her legs, she said, 'Fear Allah, and do not break the seal unlawfully.' Her words struck my soul. I stood up, I gave her the money and walked away. O Allah, if I did that purely for you, then free us from this distress." The rock shifted again, opening just a bit more, but still, they could not yet escape. The third man, the last man, raised his voice with humility. "O Allah, I once hired workers to do a job, and I paid them all except for one who left before collecting his wages. I held his wage, and I invested it on his behalf. The money grew, by your grace, until it became a great wealth. Flocks of sheep, cattle, and servants. Years later, the man returned and asked for his payment. I said to him, 'Everything you see before you, it is all yours. I invested your wage, and this is its fruit.' He looked at me in disbelief, thinking I mocked him, but I swore to him, 'By Allah, I am not mocking you.' He took all of it, every last animal, without leaving a single coin behind. O Allah, if I did that seeking only your pleasure, then relieve us from what we face." And at that moment, the boulder rolled away. The light of freedom poured in, and the 3 men walked out of the cave, their lives spared by the mercy of Allah and by the sincerity of their secret good deeds. Moral of the story: true deliverance lies not in strength or numbers, but in sincere deeds done only for the sake of God. When the walls of hardship close in, remember, call upon Him, with truth in your heart and purity in your actions.